Karen, show. Except without Bear this time. Because I was chatting with Braedon, you know, my Brachiosaurus. And he was expressing ideas that he wants to get in on the book reading market. Maybe reading more dinosaur themed books. But I said, right on, because everybody knows Braedon. Braedon, we're on the shoot right now. Come on by. He's just hanging out right now on the armchair. So I'll go get him. Braedon, we gotta go do it. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, there it is. Hello. Where's the film in this contraption? There it is. No, you're too close, Matt. Okay. There you are. Everyone remembers Braedon. He's quite a big one. He's a big one. See if we can get you in a better spot. Well, there you are. That sort of spot. As you can tell, he's rather large. So we're trying to find a spot that he can... There he is. There you are. So, there you are. How about that? There you go. Yeah. You know, we enjoy each other's company. So, we are going to read dinosaur books. Because a lot of people like dinosaurs. I happen to like dinosaurs, which is why Braedon lived with me. Because, you know, and he wanted to check out the human world and the person world. Right, Braedon? Well, yeah, I was wondering about it, you know. I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm sitting on this tour shelf with many other dinosaurs of my kind and not of my kind. And I'm like, you know, she looks like a good person. I wonder what she's doing. So we met, didn't we, Braedon? We decided to live together. It was one of those things, you know, because as you guys know, I've had a unique life. So I have the opportunity to do this in a way other people may not because they're too busy, you know, with their, you know, families and stuff. Which, as we know, I was denied for a very long time, but still working on getting now. So we decided that we would read a book that is ancient. So this is a book, I fell in love with this book years and years and years ago. So this book is a good 50 years old. I want to see if I can get it. There it is. And it's so old, I actually have writing on it. There it is. It's Dinosaurs, Giants of the Past. And that book is a good 50 years old. Well, it's 2023, and this book came out in 1973. Yeah, so I always like dinosaurs. And so I do remember these people, I don't know who they were, because we used to live in the projects. And books weren't that expensive back then. So we went, I don't know why we were out, but they actually bought me a book, and they bought my sister a book, whoever these people were. And this is the book that I picked. And believe it or not, I still have it 50 years later. I mean, who knew I would have kept it for 50 years? But I just loved it so much. And I love it now. You can see my name. I didn't write this, I don't think. My name used to be Smith. There's a story. He used to be Smith. And then Anne is my middle name because it's my grandmother's name. With an E, obviously. And Smith was before my mother married our god-awful stepfather. So Smith was the name of the man who supposedly was my father. But we'll see, because it turns out he wasn't. Anyway, we're going to call this book series that we have now Braedon's Bucks. Braedon came up with it. Didn't you, Braedon? Yes, I did. I came up with it, actually. I think it's good. It rhymes, good alliteration, B-words, you know. I agree. Absolutely. Alliteration's awesome. And I'm a very big fan of the letter B. Everyone, quick quiz. Favorite letter of all time. Favorite vowel E, and U. I like those as vowels. Favorite letter. I like the B. I like the W. Let's see what else is my favorite letter. I like K. Yeah. So, and I don't mind the other ones. Oh, are you stomping? You want to do the stomp song? Well, actually, why don't we make the stomp song our Braedon's book song? Because you are so good at it, but I don't know if people can see us. Okay, I need the people to see you. I need the people to see you because you're doing your stomp song. So, okay, do you want to do it now? Everybody, this is Braedon's original stomp song. Because he's such a big dinosaur and he can stomp pretty well. So he wanted to do the stomp song for you. So, here we go. I can't see you, Braedon. Let me move it. No, you got to come this way. Okay, here. We'll see if we can do it this way. No. There it is. Stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Yes, and he is as heavy as he looks because he's a dinosaur. Let's maybe not stomp on me next time. This is what I'm saying. It's okay. Braedon's awesome. Mwah, so many times. I love Braedon. So we are, oh, he's doing it again. Braedon, are you stomping again? It's just let's like stomp while I'm talking. Okay, so he's just sort of stomping while I'm talking. He likes to move, So that's the plan. We're going to see if we can read it. So we're going to call this series Braedon's Books. And that's the song, was the stomp song. So see if we can get this in the screen because it's such a big book. Man, I just love big books back in the day. What a great big book. So this is a dinosaur book from 50 years ago. So it could be like a dinosaur antique book. Really. So I was like 5 or 6. And I love this book, and I still love this book. This was before I could even read. So my sweet nanny used to read it. My grandmother, she used to read this book to me. So it's very, very powerful with memories and stuff because it's a book that I've had for a really long time. So let's read it. Braedon, do you want to read it? Want to read it? Hello, everyone. What do you think? Do you want to read it or do you want to switch pages? Why don't you read a page and I'll read a page? That's what I always did with my, ESL students and English students, and I think that used to work really well. Okay, let's try it. Okay, because this is about you, Braedon. This is about your people. Well, your dinosaur people. Okay, there you go. Millions of years ago, Earth was very different than the way it is now. It was warm everywhere. There were many volcanoes and earthquakes, and there were no people at all. Dinosaurs ruled the world. Right where you live, there might have been a jungle or a swamp filled with strange plants and dinosaurs. Dinosaurs liked to live near water, where there were plants for food and a place to wade and keep cool. At that time, there was plenty of water. More than half of the United States, because that's where the book is set, was covered with deep lakes. Wow. Okay, Braedon, I gotta see if I can get a picture for these people. There it is. Oh, sorry. It's a big one. Okay. Okay, Braedon, it's my turn now to read the next page. All baby dinosaurs come from eggs. A mother dinosaur laid her eggs in a nest of leaves or sand. From those eggs came some of the biggest and strangest animals ever to walk the earth. Most dinosaurs didn't live together in families. When the baby dinosaurs hatched from their eggs, they crawled away from the nest and never returned. Without a mother or a father taking care of it, a baby dinosaur must have had a hard life. As soon as it hatched from its egg, a dinosaur baby had to find its own food and try to keep out of the way of other bigger dinosaurs that might try to eat it. What do you think, Braedon? Did that happen to you? Really? But you were brave. Braedon was brave, and he survived it. Yeah, that can be challenging. So we've got one kind of dinosaur. This is called a Proceratops. Proceratops. I think it's called Proceratops. Let's see if I can get it on the... Oh, well, hang on, Braedon. I got to move your tail. There it is. Proceratops. Okay. Ooh, these are one of my favorite dinosaurs, too. You're my favorite dinosaur, and I mean, and also you're like, I also like the Brontos, you know, and Stegosaurus. So everybody, put in the chat, what's your favorite dinosaur? So this is called either a Diplodocus or a Diplodocus, depending on what you want to say. So, do you know how many Diplodocuses? Or is it Diplodoci? I don't know. Yes, I did know a couple of them. You know, when I was hanging out with my other dinosaur friends, they're as big as me. Yeah, they're very big too, aren't they? Okay, so you get to read this one. Diplodocus was the longest land animal that ever lived. It was nearly 100 feet long, from its nose to the tip of its tail, as long as 8 or 9 cars in a row. Diplodocus had a small mouth and a weak peg-like teeth. It had to spend most of its time eating hundreds of pounds of plants every day to nourish its huge body. Diplodocus could stand in one place, on legs as big around as tree trunks, and stretch out its long neck, and nibble plants 30 feet away from where it stood. Well, you can do that too. Yes, well, sometimes I can, but I don't do that now, of course, because there's nowhere for me to eat that. And it's kind of magical because I'm here now because of a magical thing. I know, I don't know either, so you don't have to eat. Kind of like Baby, my wonderful bear. He's just taking a break right now so that I can hang out with Braedon. Okay, let's see. Braedon, see if we can get this here. Oh, I don't know if we're getting it on the shot. There it is. And that is a very large Diplodocus. I think it's my turn. Let's see. Whoa, look at that. This is you. You're in this one. Well, it doesn't look as nice as you. He's more boring looking, but still. And you are the biggest land animal because you're a Brachiosaurus. Yes, I actually am. Can everybody say Brachiosaurus? What do you think? Brachiosaurus. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, wonderful Braedon. I think everyone appreciated the little lesson there. Now, is it my turn or is it your turn? I think it's my turn. So I'm going to go. So this, everybody, is about Braedon. The biggest land animal ever was the Brachiosaurus. It was as heavy as 1,000 men or women and looked mean and fearsome. Okay, they're going to say mean things about you right now, but this is a book from 50 years ago. You are not like that. But the Brachiosaurus was clumsy and slow and could easily be caught by its enemies. It did have a good way to protect itself without having to fight. When an enemy came, Brachiosaurus could walk into a deep lake, almost to the top of its head. There it could breathe through the nose openings in a little dome at the top of its head and stay underwater until the enemy went away. Well, that's a good idea. Did you used to do that, Braedon? Yes, I did, and it worked very well for me. Well, that's good. When it was on land, Brachiosaurus probably looked like a big hill. Its great pillar-like front legs were longer than its hind legs, and its head was 40 feet from the ground. Well, I know. Look at how big you are here. You know, you're pretty big compared to me. You're very big. Brachiosaurus spent his time eating and sleeping. It did very little thinking. Though its body weighed as much as 85 tons, this dinosaur heavyweight had a brain only the size of an apple. Well, we know that you are not like that, Braedon. You are a gifted dinosaur, which is good because you're always asking good questions. Well, yes, and that's why I wanted to read books, because I wasn't really like my dinosaur family. And as you know, I wasn't like my family either. So we are both unique that way, so I'm glad we are together. I'm glad we are together. Because, you know, us gifted people, we need to stay together. Okay? Oh, hang on, Braedon. I'm going to move you so that the people can see the Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus. See how big it is? Oh, goodness. That is a big dinosaur. Okay, this was a picture that scared me when I was little because I was a very small girl. Heck, I'm kind of small now. I think I took this book to school because I used to go to school, Catholic school, I think years ago. And they talked about how the dinosaur could open its mouth 3 feet. And I was like, I was 3 feet tall back then. So the Tyrannosaurus Rex could open its jaw 3 feet wide. So I was like, man, it's your turn, Braedon. You can read about Tyrannosaurus Rexes. Oh, yes, they were very scary, you know. We always had to run when we saw them because they were predators. Can everyone say predator? Yeah, I heard some people say it. Well, that's good. I mean, you have to run away when that happens because they were meat eaters, weren't they? They like to eat. That is very true, isn't it? Some dinosaurs were very fierce. Two-legged Tyrannosaurus Rex was the fearsome of them all. It was the largest man-eating animal to ever live on Earth. Its giant head was mostly mouth, and in that mouth were rows of teeth like 6-inch knives. Tyrannosaurus could open its huge mouth 4 feet wide. Oh, I thought it was 3 feet. There you go. I haven't read this in a while. And you've never read it. Tyrannosaurus Rex could open its huge mouth 4 feet wide and could easily swallow, in one gulp, most animals that live today. Its strange short arms were useless, but its great muscular legs had strong, sharp claws. Nothing that lived was safe from the gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex. Goodness, Braedon, good reading. Let me read this one. See if I can read this one. So that's the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then I think this is the Pachycephalosaurus. The Pachycephalosaurus. The head of the Pachycephalosaurus was covered by a cap of solid bone, 9 inches thick. But the rest of this medium-sized dinosaur body was unprotected, and it often made a tempting meal for a giant meat eater. Oh, goodness. Well, let's see. See? Oh, goodness. That is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Pretty scary, right? Ooh. Wouldn't want to meet them. Let's see. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I think, is it your turn again? Well, you like the Stegosaurus, so you should say it. Well, I do like the Stegosaurus, but not as much as you. Not as much as you. So, let's see. What do you think? Shall we read it together? That's a good idea. It's always good to share. Why don't we share? I used to do this too with my English students. Some dinosaurs looked frightful, but they were really peaceful and harmless. Stegosaurus grew rows and rows of bony armor along its back, and 4 bony spines on its tail to help keep it safe from its enemies. Stegosaurus was a slow mover and ate only plants. If attacked, it would swing its heavy spiked tail from side to side, trying to hit the enemy. Stegosaurus was bigger than an elephant, but its head was very small, and there was not much room in it for a brain. Well, that happens. I mean, that happens with everybody sometimes. We're all different. But maybe it was a good dinosaur in other ways. Well, I did know some stegosauruses. They were very friendly. We used to chat. Well, I think that that's very good. I mean, me and my wonderful gifted peeps, we like to chat all the time. You should come. We should invite you. Maybe Bear might like to come too. You guys can chat it up with us. Oh, I think that would just be lovely. I'd like to see more about people kind and, what they do. Yeah, I think you would actually. Well, I'll think about it. I think if we can see. How about I read this page? And then this is the Styracosaurus. Styracosaurus? I think so. Styracosaurus always had to face an enemy if attacked because it grew armor only on its head. It wore a collar of long, sharp spikes, and a large horn grew on its snout. Its strong beak-like mouth was also sharp, though it only used it to eat plants. Styracosaurus was a little larger than a rhinoceros. It too was clumsy and slow and had a very small brain. Well, I guess, we can't all have the same brain, right? I mean, there are some very, very intelligent dinosaurs too, I'm sure. Well, let's see. Triceratops is fun too. Triceratops was also well equipped to defend itself from the front if attacked. It had 2 long, strong horns above its eyes and a shorter horn over its parrot-like mouth. Behind the horns rose a great bony shield, which helped to protect the rest of its body from enemies. Today, scientists think that the Triceratops was one of the few dinosaurs that roamed the plains in large herds. Is that somebody's favorite dinosaur? Maybe the Triceratops? I know, I like them too. Well, let's see. And then we've got some small dinosaurs. We've got some small dinosaurs. Not all dinosaurs were giants. Compsognathus was one of the smaller, well-known dinosaurs. It was about the size of a rooster. Its head was about 3.5 inches long. Compsognathus, I think, could run very fast on its hind legs to catch its food and escape from enemies. It probably ate insects and other small reptiles. Let's see. Well, this is kind of a nasty one. Oviraptor. Oviraptor was also a small dinosaur, and it was only like 3 feet long. It had no teeth, so it only ate soft foods like fruits and berries and insects. It may be insects and bugs. Often the Oviraptor would crack open the eggs of other dinosaurs and suck them dry. Its name literally means egg robber. Like the Compsognathus, Oviraptor's only defense against enemies was its speed. Oh, hang on, we gotta show that picture. Okay, let's see. Do we have to plug this in? Let me see if we can get the plug. No, I think we're all right. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, oh, this is our last page, I think. You want to read it, Braedon? Well, we got maybe one more page left. So why don't you read this page? Though there were many, many dinosaurs of all types. Oh, no, you were going to read it. Okay, you read it. Though there were many dinosaurs of all types on Earth, millions of years ago, no man or woman ever saw a live dinosaur before today, because me and you see each other, right? That's absolutely right. Dinosaurs disappeared before there ever were people on Earth. How do we know what dinosaurs ever lived and what did they look like? We can tell by the bones they left behind. People have found the bones of dinosaurs, now called fossils, and put them together. Today, giant fossil dinosaurs stand in museums. Yes, I've seen some like that. I've seen them. I have been to some museums, and I have seen very, very, very large dinosaurs as well. It's such a big book. Okay. Our last page. It's exciting to learn about the dinosaurs by studying their bones and the footprints they leave behind. Can you imagine a footprint big enough to play in? And I always thought that was such a cool part. There you go, everybody. Woohoo! Well, that is the inaugural edition of Braedon's books. So we'll see everybody later. Bye. Bye, everybody.